Hey everybody, Ben Wallace here with Black Dog Charities. Just wanted to give everybody an update regarding the 2020 event. Due to the COVID-19 crisis, we're just going to have to cancel the event. It's very unfortunate. We put tons of time into this and tons of energy, and we're so thankful for the supporters and the donors this year. We couldn't do it without you, and we're really looking forward to the 2021 event. We're already in the process of getting that rescheduled and finding times and dates that works for everybody. So again, thanks to everybody for your help. I wanted to thank 407 Marketing. They helped us put together a really good video for our 10th year anniversary, which would have been this year. And I've attached that video to this and wanted y'all to see it. Again, thanks to everybody, and we look forward to next year. Thank you.
It all started in a field similar to this. A group of guys got together to help one of our dear friends deal with the huge medical bills that come with blood cancer treatments. 10 years later, Black Dog Charity has grown to help hundreds of people right here in Fort Worth, and we've never lost sight of our mission to support patients and families impacted by the disease. Here's a few stories to show you how your contributions to Black Dog make a difference to people in our area.
I'm David Dyke.
And I'm Barbara Dyke.
And we're Ashley's parents. She called her mother and said that she was having headaches and was very listless and was out of breath. She exercised and worked out, and on the treadmill she was running out of breath. And this was, I think, on a Friday. And Barbara was certainly, we were concerned. I had a doctor.
Because it had been going on for months, these bad headaches.
And so I had a doctor's appointment with our family doctor on Monday, and I backed out. I said we want to give Ashley that appointment. So she went to the doctor on Monday, and at that point in time they did blood tests, and she was
very low on blood. Her bone marrow was just fibers, and they diagnosed her with myelofibrosis and myelodysplasia, which older men are generally the people that have this, and they've generally been working around chemicals like farmers. So it was very unusual for her to have it, and it's kind of precursor for AML. Ashley battled for 7.5, almost 8 years.
Quite frankly, it was kind of a devastating news, and but we decided nothing we could do about that. If she had it, we had to fight it, and we were in the right place to do that in UT Southwestern, and but we knew we had a battle on the hands.
I don't think we knew how bad it was.
After Ashley's first bone marrow transplant, we were pretty happy that we thought that we would have a successful outcome. As it turned out, after a year and a half, or a little under 2 years of fairly normal life, she had a relapse and it required a second bone marrow transplant. At that time, I think her friends, and Jason, her husband, and Ashley's friends realized that this battle was going to go on, and it was not just a one-time thing. And those costs, some of her treatments were weekly types of things that caused, while the overall treatment was covered, the co-pays were not. And those co-pays were $100 here and $100 there every day. And so the cost just kept mounting for Ashley and Jason. And you know, it's limiting for any family to incur those kinds of expenses. Black Dog saw that, and they came in and immediately, you know, just had that first Black Dog out on the field, and raised some money for Ashley and Jason, and it has meant a tremendous amount of relief to Ashley. I know that her mother can tell you more about that because she saw her, but it's a very, very stressful thing to be sick and then also have to worry about paying for that. And Black Dog stepped in and took a tremendous amount of that pressure off of Ashley and Jason. And we were forever indebted and to the Black Dog organization and the charity that it became.
But to me, the fact that Ashley is continuing to help other people because of her friends, and the fact that you all are giving money, it someday might help somebody in your family, one of your loved ones.
I'm Linda Wallace, and I'm here today because my son and his friends almost 10 years ago started an organization called Black Dog Charity. And I thought it was a really good thing that he and his friends were doing, trying to help out their friends that were affected by cancer. And so my husband and I we bought a table, and I'm an artist, so I did some paintings, and I donated a painting for auction to raise money for Black Dog. And I've done that every year since. I have an annual physical every year, and in that physical you go have blood work done, and you talk to the doctor, and then doctor tells you the results of the test. And my blood work didn't look right, and he said, "This looks like it could be multiple myeloma." And sure enough, he sent me to an oncologist, a hematology oncologist, and confirmed that indeed I did have melanoma. When my son and his buddies started this years ago, I just thought it was wonderful. I just thought, oh my gosh, they're helping their friends, and nobody told them to do this. They're finally maturing in their old age. And now the table's turned, and it's affected our family. Black Dog helped me in many ways, support, and they have an advocate at the Cancer Center here in Fort Worth that they supply her salary, and she was very helpful, and I always felt like I had somebody on my team. Without Black Dog, I wouldn't have had that one-on-one person to visit with and talk to through all this. Having cancer is one thing. When you have it yourself, you have cancer, but actually your whole family gets it. And it changes everyone's life, but mine have been very supportive, and it's all been a smooth experience, but it just affects more than the person that is diagnosed with cancer. I know there's some of you that are here for the first time, and I hope that you'll see what a great organization this is, and that it treats individuals, it helps individuals here in our community, maybe people you know. And I hope it's not somebody, I hope it doesn't happen to you, but it could. It could happen to you or a person standing next to you. You never know. Because blood cancers affect all ages in all ways. And it's not fun. And it's expensive, very expensive. It's not just the medical expenses, but the daily expenses of taking care of the home and the gas to drive to Dallas every week and different things like that. So I just hope y'all will contribute as what you can. We appreciate it so much.
I'm Kelsey Thompson, and I am the Patient Resource Coordinator for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I've been doing it for about 4 years, and my job is just to meet with patients at whatever stage of diagnosis they're in, whether they're newly diagnosed or have been in remission for years. My job is just to help guide them through the process in whatever stage that they're in. And some of that is giving diagnosis information, some of that is finding them financial assistance, and some of that is just being their sounding board and letting them vent. Patients, when I first see them, are usually really overwhelmed, especially if they're newly diagnosed. And I mean, they have a lot to process between diagnosis, but they're also worried about finances, they're worried about their families. And my job is just to be the safe place where they can come ask questions, and if I don't know the answer, I find it and I connect them with whatever resources that they need. So one of the best things that Black Dog Charity has done is they have provided a travel grant for my patients. And what that is it's $500 grant that they can use for gas, parking, lodging, whatever it is that they need to get back and forth to treatment. And this has been huge. These patients are coming so often, and some of them are going to Houston or to Dallas for second opinions or transplant, and it's been really important to help them not have to worry about that piece. I've had patients literally have to choose between feeding their families or paying for gas to get to treatment, and that's not a choice they should have to make, and this way they don't have to. Thank you for supporting Black Dog Charity. Over the course of the last 4 years, I've helped hundreds of people, and it's all because of people like you. We Fort Worth people like to keep it local, so keep doing that. Keep helping those here, and do whatever you can to support them and to support those around you.
My name is Cindy Griggs, and my husband is Brian Griggs, and he passed away November 2019, and he's one of the founding members of Black Dog, and he worked very hard to make this charity what it's become today. The very first Black Dog, it was a dinner and a skeet shoot all in one, and it was all one day and very small. We had tents set up in a place in Aledo, and Ben would grill hot dogs, and Brian would be driving the golf cart around, making sure everything was running, smoothly. The kids are playing with the puppy, and it was a lot smaller than it was today. Brian started this to help out his friends, and it grew and grew into something that he saw it was helping way more people than he ever imagined it could. And it became a part of who he is. He was a founding member of Black Dog. He stayed with it because he truly loved its mission and what it supported. Helping others that need the help and raising the money to give back. That was pretty important to him, to know that what he was doing mattered in a way to other people that didn't know what else to do and how to get any help to fight cancer. You don't realize how important a charity like this is until you've needed it. And the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, with Kelsey working with us, helped us guide through lots of areas in cancer that I never thought we would ever go through. And so the money that is raised during Black Dog really, truly helps people that you don't think about it when you're raising the money, and then you're in it, and it's a whole different lookout on it. We're there to help out and we're there to raise money, and then you find out, whoa, I'm now on the other side of it, and we are part of the cancer side, not the fundraising side. And it's a different feeling. Brian would have been thrilled to see all the people that have come to support another year of Black Dog. Every year they kept worrying, is there going to be enough people? Is there going to be enough support? And every year it just kept growing and growing and growing. And I kept telling him, calm down, it's going to be fine, there's going to be enough people. So he would be thrilled to see all these faces and all the people that are helping to support Black Dog. The money stays in Fort Worth, and it helps Fort Worth people that didn't even know they needed it or could have even fathomed that this would be the journey that they're on. I want to say thank you to all the people that are coming tonight. I know it's a fun event, everybody's drinking and bidding on things, but thank you to all that are doing that, and know that this is truly benefiting our community, and it's truly benefiting people like me that never thought I would be in this position or going down this road. To know that cancer is part of my story now. And without the support of Black Dog and all the people that are bidding and donating, this event could not go on. So thank you very much.
So in 2011, we started this to help one family, and 10 years later, we're helping hundreds of families. Losing Brian and Josh was a gut punch, and we could have quit, or I could have quit, but that just wasn't an option. Too much responsibility, too much work has been done, and at the end of the day, I know that's what they wouldn't have wanted. So, two big sets of shoes to fill. Brian was, basically the founder of this charity, and to continue this charity is going to be very important to me and Harvey and Johnny and Theo and all the guys on the committee, and to do it for Brian's sake. The reality is that this could happen to you, and this could happen to the person you love. And to know that you've done your best, whether it's volunteering or whether it's donating money or sponsoring the event, then all kinds of ways to help and contribute. But the reality is, it could just walk up behind you and tap you on the shoulder, and you've got cancer. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. I say this pretty much every year, and it came to me one of the very first years, and it makes a ton of sense. And that is, first off, we wouldn't be here without the sponsors and the people in the room. We would not continue to do this without their support. But the impact that a $100 donation or a $100 hand raise can make is immeasurable. You never know what that does. 10 years ago, treatments weren't nearly as advanced as they are right now. You hear it all the time where you're diagnosed with a cancer, and they tell you that if you'd have been diagnosed 10 years ago, your prognosis would have been far different. They said the same thing to my mother, and they're right. And the advancement in this and the cures for specifically blood cancers is amazing. And it's good to know that maybe we had a part of that.